certain J.
We are all here ready to die.
Yep.
Except me, who's going to get a drink.
What the fuck?
So last I recall, you all were inside the fortress, which had been taken over by orcs, with everything that entails.
Yep.
Yeah.
Being attacked by Mork.
And Gork. I still love Jay's fucking picture of like Gork and Mork is just a cage fight they're cheering on.
Yep. Fucking 2 kilometer tall squiggot that somehow Sakistis got to fall.
So, do you try to drive the tank through the fortress?
We did.
Or do you decide to get out? I mean, like through the hallways?
Oh, right, through the hallways. Are the hallways big enough?
No, they are not.
After the tank is driven through them, that'd be big enough, but you know.
I mean, papers, we kinda don't want to destroy them.
Something structural integrity.
Yeah, also that.
Yeah.
This is also a large fortress, so you know if it collapses on top of the tank, you might have some issues.
Mild structural issues, including the fact that we can't move and there's like a billion orcs showing up all of a sudden.
But yeah,
Wait a minute. There are 5 rich people inside of a questionable metal object buried under a bunch of stuff. They can't get out.
Their leader was
art reflects life.
Their leader was like, "Sure, don't worry about it, guys. It's perfectly safe. This construct has never broken and has been known to skimp on stuff like ship maintenance and the like for money."
Hey, it is made from brand new material that has not been tested, but I swear it is safe and secure.
It's brand new in that we bought it cheap as it was out of date and no longer fit for use.
But yeah, I believe the tank, we just blasted through the front door, smearing a group of orcs, and then I think the plan was to just park the tank to make a choke point. Tank stays and protects our back while we power through the fortress.
Does anyone stay in the tank to use it to protect?
The plan was to leave some of the Sisters of Battle that came with us to hold the line, basically, with the tank.
That makes sense.
Do we?
My character.
No.
So Az is going to not participate in the session. Got it.
We are heading in. We will have our ground team. Use the Baneblade. Use the Shadow Sword.
The Baneblade.
I will answer your 1 questions.
Yes, laugh it up. What is the fate point counter we start with this session?
The same fate point counter that you start with every session.
Do we reset it as always? Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Every session it restarts to we have all our points back.
Yes, but considering we're in the middle of combat, I wanted to check if Zach didn't want to change it.
Yeah, no. Like,
That's actually in the rules.
That is very much something you can exploit, is if you guys are not doing well in a fight, you can be like, hey, let's end the session early. I'm like, are you sure?
5 minutes ago. Don't worry, I've already used all my fate points.
Like, quick, everyone, we're ending in 5 minutes. Use your fate points.
It's not cheese if it's legal.
It's one of those things I consider acceptable. Just like using out-of-character knowledge for in-character things that, like Matt coming up with an idea that Sakismus wouldn't have, kind of thing.
I appreciate it.
Yes, the day cycle one is a different system entirely of managing resources over multiple sessions.
Nope. Day cycle in Warhammer Fantasy.
And then just trying to wait and hold out to attack enemy bases after midnight.
Yep. Yeah. We did that.
See, that's the smart thing to do. Anyways.
Wait, smart who?
Exactly. Anywho, so you get out and move into the hallways of the fortress to the sound of gunfire behind you from the Sisters of Battle in the tank, just going to town on the various orcs that decide to try their hand at taking down a tank.
The best part is
They, in fact, from what you can hear of what they're saying, they in fact seem to be more interested on being the one that can take down a tank than actually like killing anyone.
Mm-hmm.
The nice thing about bringing the Shadow Sword is that they can't run because they have to park it up to use the fucking volcano cannon. So they have to fight to the death.
Well, just the idea that like the orcs are like, we could get that thing, let's take it, and they're just kind of focused on the tank more than anything else.
Remind me to invest in upgrading our marines at some point.
I don't know why, but that just made my train of thought derail.
Yeah, I don't know why
You
you
have undiagnosed ADHD.
Probably, yeah. I haven't taken my medication today, or in a very long time.
That would explain that.
I only have like a few pills left. Anyways.
Would explain that.
So, through the corridors, it is complex, and there are various strange dead ends, almost seeming to be built like a maze.
Well.
I mean, it is an Imperial construction, so...
Mm-hmm. I'm just thinking that Donut is back to playing Bleak Fate Forsaken again.
What?
We're in a maze, Donut. You're back playing Bleak Fate Forsaken again. Sorry, that's
It's
another...
relatively easy to work out. It's not like complex trying to confuse you, just built in an inane way.
What, not Gothic Cathedral that you get lost for 3 hours?
I'm more confused.
No,
by the,
it's only about 2.
I'm more confused by the in-universe ominous Latin chanting. I'll be entirely honest.
Apparently, there's been a radio signal that the orcs haven't been able to find and shut off that's been playing for the last 200 years.
That's when you find out it was actually guys getting hired every so many years to replace the guys that get tired.
It sounds suspicious like that boss theme from Darktide.
Traveling through, you actually find kind of faded and dusty, but you're able to wipe it off. You know, in like malls or airports, how they have those maps of the place? You find one of those. And on it is indeed the records room.
Alright. Then we head over there, with the knowledge, but general knowledge of what where the papers would have been stored we got from the administratum.
Well, you head over there and you head in. And you find what you at first think to be an administratum clerk. You got the robes, the bearing, that sort of thing. Except he's far larger than a human and his skin is green.
Yes. The administrator.
The clerk turns to look at you and is like, yes? How may I help? And yes, he's very clearly an orc.
We are here for your bits. Give us.
What the fuck?
Administrator orc.
And out of your strain, like freezes along with the rest of them, just looks at the orc, blinks once, blinks twice, and goes, we're here for, and he gives the name of the papers. Still a bit caught off guard by this whole situation.
Ah, yes. Those have not been accessed in quite some time. You'll have to fill out some forms first. And as he says that, he reaches into his desk and he pulls out requisition forms.
Ah. Truly, truly devilish distraction strategy, guys. Shoot this guy quickly before we're trapped forever.
The requisition forms, however, unlike the administrator's speech, are written in what can lovingly be called cockney.
Ah, shit, though. I think you're on the one
Let's see.
who created this.
Murderous intent rising.
I do apologize for the state of the paperwork. The interns are less reliable recently.
Very well. Hand them over and I shall fill them post haste.
When did we get Victor Saltzbar at the party?
Yeah.
He will hand over the forms, and do you have any knowledge of administratum or proficiency in bureaucracy?
I got
Trained
logic.
bureaucracy.
Would you look at that? I have common law administratum.
Plus 10. Save us.
Well, there you go.
Administratum can be done at -10 because of the language. Logic will be done at -30 because it is a...
It's not logical.
Because of the language.
Well, yes. Also, just because,
Okay.
logic is an overarching kind of thing. Not a specific.
I'm gonna use one of my fate points.
Yeah, also.
Real.
Actually, do I spend a fate point?
Do we really want to
Yes.
spend favor for this?
Do it. Save us.
Oh,
Let's
well.
go.
I mean,
Oh, wow.
I already said I want to spend it, so.
Mm-hmm.
Perfectly
Hell yeah.
balanced.
Mm-hmm. Plus
What are the successes? Or failures?
4 degrees of success, and for Sigma's logic, and 1 degree of success for Saxopy's common law administrator.
Roll me a d4.
Cool. Simon?
This is how many.
Whoever's
days it
doing
takes
the main part of the paperwork.
2.
Probably Simon.
Yeah, go ahead and also roll me a d4, Sakespis.
Alright. 2.
It takes you both 2 hours to do this. What are the rest of you doing?
Probably coordinating the fucking holdout efforts outside via like Vox.
Making
Yeah,
shooting
in fact, you do notice that over the ominous, well, actually more under the ominous Latin chanting, it's kind of faded in this room. There is almost a calming, like, elevator music style music just playing.
Fuck it, I'm going back outside. I'll be back in 2 hours.
runs away.
Well, Jace escapes the monotony of paperwork by killing things.
Mhm.
The paperwork is finished. The administrator looks over. It's like, oh yes, these are appropriates. And he takes them, stamps them, files them away. This takes about 20 minutes. And then he hands you another set of papers.
What are
Please fill
these
these
for?
out now. Well, the last forms were to requisition these forms. These forms are to requisition other forms. And the other forms are to requisition the things that you need. And then you also need to fill out the paperwork for the permission to enter the sealed archive. And the requisition forms to get those forms.
Ah, yes.
It
All in all, the
took
process is
2
going
hours.
to take about 6 hours. But if only the two of them help.
He does another logic check.
Look, I'm not sure how we can help do it, but I suppose stamping papers kind of goes in the Marius Train's fucking repertoire, so hey.
He looks at paperwork, he's like, what's this shit? I've never had to deal with this before.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
I think we do have to make another rolls, right?
Yep,
Uh,
go for it.
I need to refill my ink.
I'm not sure, would
Okay.
that plus 10 still apply from Captain or not really?
You should have a 10 for this.
So that's gonna balance itself out because it's minus 10 difficulty. Nice!
7 degree.
You do notice that the forms go from being in Orcish text to still being just as difficult, but being like an old form of High Gothic.
I do have High Gothic as my language, so...
The paper feels older than your ship. You have absolutely no idea how it's still surviving.
Through fucking spite.
Through the power of a million
During all this,
administrator clerks working.
the administrator is also doing paperwork, but he seems to be writing at a blazing fast speed. And if you look closer, he is in fact using red ink.
Mhm.
You, administrator, do you have more red ink?
As he asks him this, he hands you a form.
I was gonna say that.
Never mind. It runs back to fill the original forms. By the way, if you didn't see, we got the 7.1 degrees.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright.
I was just raiding my pantry last time and didn't find anything. I was looking for chicken noodle soup. Now, yes, with the filled out forms and the much longer time, you are able to get into the archive. The administrator also, being the nice guy that he is, gave you the forms for permission to disable the automated defenses. And so he will also shut them down as he lets you in.
Oh, nice. Nice of him.
How suspiciously unorky.
Inside, I will need... Is there an investigation roll? Or is it just awareness?
Let me have a quick look.
I
Very
don't
good.
see... I don't see investigation, to be honest.
Inquiry,
Scrutiny?
intimidate, invocation, interrogation.
Is it scrutiny a thing?
There's. Oh, that's evaluate is not the one that I'm thinking
Scrutiny says it helps you assess the people or objects that the explorer
Pathetic
encounters.
and use to examine an object in detail. It's not
It'll
really-
be a scrutiny check once you're in to find the correct documents.
Oh god. Hopefully somebody here has
Scrutiny, right?
scrutiny.
Alright.
Yep.
I just took another advancement last XP.
Well, I will plus 10 on that because you're our best hope.
I will spend a fight point.
The minus 1.3 on all of
Or
us.
do I? No, I do, but it's fucking close.
Matt,
Yeah?
remember that extra stat I gave you?
Yeah?
You effectively get bonus fate points for every tens digit. Just saying. Just reminding you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would have one more.
The not the corruption, the other one.
Uh-huh. Alright, yeah. Alright. But yeah, spending, so scrutiny, and I remember that with rerolls, it's still with plus 10 from Captain. Nice!
Ooh.
With the successful scrutiny roll, in your mind's eye, Kiss, you're able to find the documents. They, oddly enough, seem to have remnants of a soul in them.
How
And
peculiar.
so you're able to track them down quite easily, actually, as they are the only documents in here that have the remnants of a soul.
How interesting. Document be so old that it has a soul.
Looking over the document itself, it seems to actually be in the ink.
If it has a soul, does that mean it can become a demon once it passes into the warp?
I'm...
Quite how that works.
Let me consider this. Do I need to make some kind of check or
Knowledge warp.
knowledge warp? Also something I took advancement last time. I kept using that. Alright.
It's almost like knowledge of the warp is useful in the 40k.
Fuck spending.
Oh god. Matt is just shooting faith points to get us through this.
Nice!
So that's not how demons come about. Not quite. Basically, souls go to the warp and become part of the warp, if I recall. And then, like, basically warp energies get together and you get, like, not even, like, minor demons, but, like, just warp entities. And then warp entities that grow enough become minor demons. They're, like, unintelligent ones that are basically animals. And then from there, as they get more power, they gain sentience. Or a powerful soul ascends and becomes a greater demon that way.
Alright. No, we don't have to worry about that. The process is kind of more complicated than just a single passage through the warp.
But it might look tasty.
Oh,
You know,
yes.
quick snack kind of thing.
Of course. It might be a snack, but well, we have protection, but... Oh, you're a soul, and I do wonder if you're a soul, do you have memories? But that might... wait. And yeah, I decide against using Mind Probe power, even not sure if that would have worked, and...
It would have.
Captain, can you double check? Like, are we still... Actually, no, every second counts, I guess. Considering even that we spent several hours in this blasted place.
The orcs might be recovering from the loss of their behemoth and whatever leaders might have been on top. I'd like to be out of here ASAP.
But yes, I might
The
take a
biggest
deeper...
issue
Yep.
at this point the defenses are having is they're starting to run out of ammo.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will take a deeper look at that after we are safe in the orbit.
I can confirm we are running out of ammo.
Yeah, I will try to, as carefully as possible, take the documents with us. I imagine at this point in time, if the administrator tries to stop us, we'll be blasting.
The administrator does say that there's a form to fill out to take the documents with you. Or, as he is an approved representative of the administratum, he could also just come with you to escort the documents. And as he says that,
A new NPC has joined the party.
he shows a badge that it is like an administratum badge. And Sagespis, if you want to roll me knowledge, administratum.
Alright. Alright. I will not spend faith point on that if I fail.
Yeah, it seems pretty legit. Like you're not quite sure how it's legit, but it Seems to be.
Grumbles beneath the to themselves. Fucking orc bullshit. They shrug. I mean, you're cloak, Captain, but just the clock is ticking.
When I set out to be a rogue trader, and trying to figure out if I needed an administrator orc was not part of the things I thought I'd be facing. And there's been a lot of weird things, but this is quite near the top.
I will say, out of character, as do you know why you don't want to let an orc onto your ship,
Yes.
even if it's a single orc?
Yes.
Okay,
But,
that's all I'm gonna say.
I'll roll a knowledge, maybe that'll help me.
I don't want to say anything because
Brain. Orcs reproduce via spores. But basically mushrooms.
So we'll be scrubbing orcs out of our systems for a while.
And you have the entire feudal society, and they would. Oh my god.
on the upside, we do have a very sustainable. We would have a very sustainable amount of vegan meat.
and crew with enough brainwashing.
No.
you must not understand how orcs work.
I'm also not here to weigh in on this, unfortunately, because otherwise there would be a bolt around. I say a bolt around, it'd be 8 bolt rounds. Being the administrator.
Always a lover of the excess. But no, Marius Tringo's like, Sekespus, take that form. We'll be filling it out outside this door. Just sit down for a moment. We'll be right back. We're not coming back here.
He'll pull it out of his hand for the documents before you leave.
Which ones?
The ones from the archive.
Oh. Just a moment. Just gonna take a quick read out of them as he shuffles out of the door and then just goes, let's get the hell out of here. There's a deceive roll.
As you guys shuffle out, you notice the orc shrug and start following you.
Oh god, he's coming with us, guys. We're doomed.
I mean, if he's really intense, I just shrug. Probably, I wouldn't be too much bothered popping his head open.
Very well. But
Marius' train, like as you said, that Marius' train stops. Looks at us for saying, "Oh yeah, he's just an orc." For some reason, never mind. Just shoot him. Just shoot him.
Wait. Administrator. Do you have the form for an unauthorized personnel entering in military vehicles, such as a what's it called again? A shadow sword, main blade.
He thinks for a moment, nods, reaches into his robes, and hands you a form that seems to be all to a.
No, as the administrator, since you are the unauthorized civilian personnel, you need to fill it out. And as
it is filled out.
Oh, it is.
What is going on here?
And in fact, has a signature from a higher member of the Thrain Dynasty.
It stares down Matthias.
Look, I'm as confused as you are. In fact, I am more confused than you are. Though I might call the patricians orcs, I still have no idea what they would be. Our signature of this.
You guys are just gonna hit Jace over the comms going, "Can you lot hurry the fuck up?"
Have you ever tried arguing with a Vogan?
The fuck's a Vogan?
I do not know what this Vogan is, but it sounds disgusting.
Marius, just go. Just kill. Get rid of this guy, Sekespus. Let's hurry up.
He's gone from Soulspire to another character entirely. I can't
Character development, you know?
Of course.
Oh no! Oh wait, no! Super Kami Guru. That's right.
Nothing, nothing,
Yes.
nothing personal, Administrator. And hold on, what is the more likely to finish him off?
No.
That's what I will call you. No. Because you're so spiked up my ass.
I'm not gonna risk pushing
Please don't.
at the very least until I get favored by the warp. Unless if it turns out that Zach has different rule interpretation. Alright, so manifesting. I just wave my Psi Focus to the warp stuff and cast Psychic Stream. Oh, that roll. Of course, damage sucks, but
10.1.
wait. Why I? Okay, that's wrong. I forgot to change something. So I think it will be one less.
Degree of success?
No, Psi rating. It doesn't have a mod. I forgot to change that from back when we were in the webway. That's my fucking mistake.
So, after he takes the 10 damage, you do notice while he's still alive, there is blood coming from his ears. It is running faster than you expect blood to run.
Because blood is red and it goes fast.
Oh my god. Apparently orcs bleed out really fucking quickly.
And at that,
Well, you say that, but they just think that wounds bleed. If they don't realize that bleeding kills them, it might not kill them.
and with that, Sigma takes out his liquefied gun and
Alright, I forgot that my powers, if I'm not risking it, they're not that super powerful.
I'll be honest, anytime that combat comes up and either myself or Jer not around, I fucking panic like a motherfucker.
I will say, as the liquefier gun is firing and hitting him, he is reaching into his robes and pulling something out.
Shit.
After the smoke clears, because mysterious smoke blows in as the liquefier hits him, all you see that remains is an arm holding a form.
I fucking knew it.
The form being a post-murder permission slip to kill an administrative agent.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
Marius train is torn within the decision to try and destroy the form and just moving on.
Yes,
Alright,
let us go, my friends.
Yeah, of course. Marius' train takes out at speed, just shaking his head. Goddamn, Administratum.
Also, I will take these, if these sit with the train autograph survived, the Sigma will take that as well.
Alright.
Roll me. Actually, no, he handed it to you, so yeah, you have it. Unless he just decided to drop it or something.
He probably dropped it while he was pulling out his liquefied gun.
Yeah, it's just kind of sitting on the floor.
Right, so
Looks like it has a boot print on it.
Alright.
well, let us leave. Apologies, but my vocal emitters was damaged during the battle.
That is fine. For a moment I thought you were trying to steal my shtick. And I would not have liked that.
As you guys arrive back at the tank, and NY4N catches up to you. Yeah, the tank's almost they've had to stop using the main weapon due to overheat issues, and the side guns are basically out of ammo.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically popping out of the tank and like firing small arms at the incoming
Using it
orcs.
like cover.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Jace is totally stood on top of the tank.
I will say, Jace, you see the 5 of them stagger in, NY4 and coming in a bit late than the others.
Oh, it's about time you get out here.
Mm-hmm.
Why the Emperor's name took you so long? Is he just firing at the fucking walk horde?
Uh-huh.
Have a little bit.
Yes. It's like oil leak. Yeah.
Administrative.
In fact, it seems like the reason that they're still alive is likely due to the wall of green flesh the
Mhm.
orcs are having to climb over, so they're actually coming in slower than they were before.
Mhm.
Well, if we-
Think like 300, where
Yeah,
they
yeah,
built the
yeah,
wall
yeah.
bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we could just call for evac now and get the hell out of here.
Well, yes, of course. We'll have to get past this. Like his gaze trails up the side of the Orc Mountain, and if we want to leave. Mm.
Well, we'll get the crews to reconnect the engines to the
All right.
shadow sword, and then we can try and plow through it.
Everyone, get inside the vehicle. I'm calling for the drop pod now. We'll need to make some distance. We need to make some distance for the fortress in case they have any weapons. Get going, everyone.
I just need to clarify one thing, Julius.
Yeah.
Are you calling for a drop pod or are you calling for evac?
Evac. I mean, we could have more
Okay.
guys show up, but yes, that's
It's like, alright, I'm calling for a drop pod. Are you sure, Captain? Yes. Okay.
all right.
I just drop an empty drop pod on top of you.
Don't worry, guys. We'll just have to use this to go back. It's just like one person. It doesn't move. Don't worry about it. Closest
Not
the
to
door.
worry. If we don't know what we're doing, neither do the enemies.
The people on your ship are in fact not unintelligent and incompetent, and send a number of Valkyries to 1, bring you back, 2, bring the tank back, and 3, escort fighters to take out the things that can be maybe called aircraft that the orcs fly.
Yeah, I've been reading up about the Imperial Guard, and a lot of what people seem to forget is that the Imperial Guard are like the best of like unaugmented humans.
Like, they are actually hyper competent.
Yeah, yeah.
I forget though. Are they the ones that have like a 3-minute lifespan when they get dropped off?
I think it's like 12, but yeah, depends on the planet.
Yeah, very much depends on the planet, but like they are legitimately like hyper competent.
But
and
like,
have very
think
good
about it
equipment.
this way: as like, think like Green Berets of the army of the U.S. Army. That is the Imperial Guard. But now think about like the U.S. Green Berets, and put them against like Tyranids, or like basically like aliens from Aliens. Like, they're not gonna win.
Yeah, we just need Will Smith.
Even then, like Will Smith will just might help them evac faster.
Oh, he'll just slap him because they were talking about his wife.
And then get eaten by Hormigaunt. I think it's one of them. Aren't
Probably.
those the ones that are psionic?
I forget.
Anyways, I'm not throwing Tyranids at you guys yet, so.
Yet.
I mean, I'm not throwing Tyranids at you guys, so.
Okay, well, I think we are leaving, and since we can't fire the volcano cannon, because of the fact that it requires the engines to be not working, and we want the engines to work, Jace is just going to be peeking out of somewhere and firing his Stormbolter. I really want to play Deathwatch at some point. I want to play Space Marine.
I mean, you could also play Space Marine and Black Crusade.
That's the wrong kind of Space Marine. Although I would totally play as a Thousand Suns using back just quickly.
There are stats for it. I mean, what? Yes. It is a somewhat difficult fight and flight back, just due to the sheer presence of the Orcish Air Force. And while you do lose a few fighters, honestly, more of the Orc planes explode than get shut down.
Huh.
Yes, that's what happens when you strap yourself to a sheet of metal and a fucking homemade rocket engine.
I mean, yeah, like basically imagine a glider made out of scrap parts that they attached
Mm-hmm.
like rocket engines to the back of it. Like, might be. I say it's not too soon because it's been like 50 years, but think of the Challenger.
Buddy. Anyway.
But yeah, you are able to make it back out to your ship,
Huzzah.
relatively intact, with the documents you need,
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
When in
and
safety,
nothing went wrong whatsoever.
Of course.
of course. Right. Actually, I do have one question. As we are like flying, there's any visible sign that there is more shit happening around the planet, considering what Sakistis tried to do as a distraction?
Sensing out with your mind, roll me sinusitis.
Okay.
I come back.
Not spending.
You try to sense out and detect any warp entities that are around or on the planet. And your mind just hits almost a wall. And I am calling it a wall.
The wall.
Because it seems to be, you get this impression, and you're not quite sure where it comes from, that the wall in the warp seems to be made out of wah. And you're not entirely sure what wah is. But the wall is telling you that it is wah.
Yeah, it tells me that I'm in the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker.
Even my jokes have an element of truth to them sometimes. Jesus Christ.
You just hear the locks on your mind door just click shut.
Yeah.
He's got about arcade by Gork and Mork.
Alright. Time to go. Doesn't matter if it worked or not. We got what we wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and now that we are safe, I'm definitely curious if you have a mind I can read. And yeah, when in safety, I guess we will try to do a mind probe. Alright, so first, actually, let's do this fettered this time. Hold on, why didn't I changed the wrong thing? No, I didn't mind probe. I did change it to fettered and it didn't change. Oh well. Well, I'm gonna edit. I have literally on the record that I changed my probe to fettered, and it didn't roll like that. So oh well. Alright, psychic phenomena. But flat because I didn't push.
All these.
Spooky wind.
Actually, no.
You don't want spooky wind? Spooky wind's great.
What the fuck? No spooky winds?
I mean,
Mhm.
okay, but I literally, for my right of sanction, I picked Frost, that it just gets cold.
Ah, okay. You want the thematicness? Everything just freezes over. Okay. Mm-hmm.
There's a spooky wind that blows, and it is quite cold.
Shit, we've got a hold reach.
And the next thing you know, inexplicably, he probably sets off another symbol if there's any more on the ship that we didn't find.
Also,
And now,
as you say that, but that actually reminds me of my screenshot back from the first Warhammer, of when Archon the Ever-Chosen asks for peace with me when I'm playing as the Black Orc guy, with the quote saying, "Even corn tires of warring with you."
I would have thought he said, "Please don't kick me in the nuts again."
I mean, yes, that too.
That's why I said they would win.
It's like, even corn tires of warring with your kind. It's like, bam. When the god of blood and war doesn't want to fight orcs anymore.
I had it with these shitty orcs and their shitty wars and their wars. Get me out of here.
alright, question
The
is,
old, horrifyingly overpowered was.
now that I have manifested the power, is the mind in those, is the soul in those papers opposing?
It is unable to.
Unable. Alright.
Hang on, what? I feel I've missed something. What? Soul in the paper? What?
Yeah. The ink on the documents that you have retrieved have a soul in it. Or at least part of a soul.
Jesus Christ.
How deep do you get?
I mean, if it's not opposing, I can just keep doing that. And in RT info, I posted the mind pro tip. Apologies. I essentially learn. May plunder the target's mind at will. Any information contained in the target's psyche is an open book for the psyker.
Roll me willpower.
Alright. I think it.
You get your bonuses to psychic defense, but not your bonuses against demons in possession.
Alright, so resistance to psychic power, so plus 10 from that. Alright, that's good enough for me.
You do not crumple over screaming as your mind gets filled with pain. Intense, intense pain. Centuries and centuries of pain. As you learn right at the bottom that the ink, the soul in the ink, is still conscious.
Ooh, what the fuck? It hurts quite a little bit.
And it has only known pain for a very, very long time.
Well, too, if I imagine it being used as a ballpoint pen is anything to go by, it probably hurts a bit.
Alright. I take it that's literally that's it, like that's only what it has at this point in time.
Yep. Everything else has been effectively burned out by the pain.
Alright, so I knock off the connection.
You get that it is a human soul, though.
Uh-huh. And like, oh, that was a trip. Do you want to know, Captain? Or I am not sure if anyone was around me when I was doing this.
Marius is there. He goes, sure. What exactly made you almost crumple over in pain?
So, the soul in those papers is a human one. And it's still, well, conscious for a given value of consciousness. The only thing it knows is pain. Pain, pain, pain for whoever knows for how long.
Marius blinks once, twice, and goes, why is there a human soul trapped in the papers? Like, what did they do to deserve this?
I am not sure. Pain literally wiped everything else. I couldn't learn anything at all. It just paid.
Do you have a way of freeing the pole creature? Put it back to the Emperor's Grace?
I mean, I can try to grant it Emperor's Mercy through my awesome psychic power and connection to the Emperor and purify it.
Yeah, I probably don't want to hand it off to the Adeptus Sororitas, otherwise they're going to burn it.
I see Sax writing the scene in the background. Goes, yeah, Marius goes, yes, I very much appreciate that. Just give me a moment. I'll have one of my clerks write the text on over to another paper in case something goes wrong.
The clerks state that it will take about 3 days.
So yeah,
It
basically.
suffered for whoever know how many centuries or even longer. What are 3 days to that?
You in fact understand that this is a relatively quick time.
Marius pays his clerks well. So yeah, as we are heading back towards the footfall to both deliver.
Actually, question. Sorry, I'm interjecting, but wasn't there something else we could have done along the way, like instead of like doing constant backtrips to footfall, or am I misremembering?
There are other things you could do. Yes.
There's another quest next to footfall, the Mechanicus one.
Yes.
Yeah, they're waiting at the planet.
Could you take us back
go
to
there.
the farm?
Go back to footfall and risk the Inquisition. I mean, what?
Fucking bring it.
Yeah.
Let me out.
Let me at him. I mean, if you wanted, we could probably just give the coordinates to the Mechanicus place and have them come and pick up the paper. They seem very eager to do it, so.
I mean, the papers were for the Shadow Sword.
Shadow Sword.
Yes, I know. But if we could head to the Mechanicus, do that, and at the same time call the people who gave us the Shadow Sword and tell that they can come and pick up the papers.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
As opposed to giving the papers to completely random strangers.
Here you go, mate. Oh, thanks, man. What is this? Some a random ledger of inheritance.
So you send up the message and it skips along, and I mean, it's actually Sakismus that sends along the message, as he's the astropath.
Yep.
As the ship readies itself to go into warp, you are handed back the form and its copy. It has in fact been 2 days. They did it faster. And roll me awareness.
Sure.
One person or...
Just Mattias.
Alright.
Sure. You know what? I'll give myself a plus 10 on this. Maybe. Meme skill? Nope.
Nope.
Yeah. The administrative clerk looks perfectly normal.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Fuck up, Zach. We marked that guy.
I would ask if I could make a roll, given that Jason's usually around Matthias.
Go ahead, but it's at a -20, because this clerk is wearing his full robes and has his face covered.
And you probably don't give much of a damn about the clerks most of the time.
Probably not, yeah.
Seems perfectly normal.
Yep.
Well, shit.
Oh, well, we're gonna be cleaning orcs out of this fucking ship for centuries. The next fucking peasant rebellion is gonna be interesting, isn't it?
I did consider making orc farmers if you guys did bring the orc on board.
Oh, God.
Nice.
You guys go down to the farms just to like check out what the hell is going on down there, and you just see like an orc sitting there on his cart with an ox, and he's just got this straw hat and a piece of wheat sticking out of his mouth.
It's just green mushrooms as far as the eye can see.
You get worried when all of your meals start becoming green eggs and ham.
Oh, shit, we've been hot. Ah. What happens when people ingest this spores? Don't answer that. I don't know, actually.
Depends on the writer. So in other words, whatever the fuck I want to happen.
Oh shit.
Well, somebody's getting. Oh, no, I'm not continuing that statement. Ugh.
We will all be the next guru.
So while Skispis is mentally FaceTiming the other astropath to send his message, and I'm sure you want to get the message off before you enter the warp, so you can do that.
Yeah. I mean, technically it is. Actually, what is the distance?
Good question. We're on the other base here, or did they give us some
The
sort of-
next closest astropath choir is in Footfall.
So, the question would be, does it
feet away.
qualify as a nearby system or subsector distance?
That would be subsector distance if you see like
All right,
a small line.
I will have to push. Because my
Alright.
subsector range is when I hit psi rating 10.
Hooray!
And that's why I started thinking that I might have to start thinking about getting astropaths as a requisition to form a choir.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, time to push.
Being awesome enough fucking
Actually,
astropath that you don't need a choir.
Actually, fuck, even if I push, I can't get to 10.
Oh.
8 would be maximum.
Right.
So the most is you'd have to at least get into the same sector. So
I guess I'm going to footfall.
Quick question: can I roll a what was it? What was it called again? A acquisition test on Adeptus Mechanicus implants.
when you're in a spot, you can get them.
Alright, so
You're currently in orbit above an orc planet.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think you want an orc weapon.
You could get some orc implants. You in fact looted some.
That sounds
Here.
like a bad idea.
That looks like a hunk of metal that shouldn't even be able to move to you. Just like bits of scrap metal and different machines welded together.
who would be mad enough to jam a piece of orc technology into their body?
Oh, I know who has it to NY4N.
I was about to say the cabinet hands over the NY4 right in the middle of like jamming and implants the back of
It'll
the
have
head.
to
Like,
be
like,
a
man, who
completely...
wouldn't want to put this on themselves? Wait a minute. Goes to see NY4N.
Isn't that right, yeah.
Hmm.
It's where
I just started, fiddle my toes like, you want parts installed? Yes, yeah.
No.
I make you look good, yeah.
I said no.
So, do you want me to retry with a push? Because when we are nearby system, I can then get the message.
So, don't remember where the mechanical system was, but basically we pop out of the warp when we're relatively close, and you can send it to footfall, and then we keep going. Mm-hmm.
Alright, then I have to re-roll because, yeah, with push +1. Because with 6, I can get to nearby system.
Mm-hmm.
So, manifest, however, yeah, +10, -10, so that's gonna be 0 because
So you head over here.
difficulty.
And then to move.
We basically go to one of the larger storage area, put up some guys around in case things go horribly wrong, and then just, wait for you to push.
You can just be in orbit around Falstone. I'm sure there's something there, but it's not important.
Yep.
Just like how Corpse Fortune
Nice.
was an abandoned monastery.
Can we roll? Can we?
Phenomena. It's fine.
Can
Stay
we
on the
scan
planet?
Soulstone for Falstone for any materials?
Nope, no warp goes this time. I'm just...
Yeah. You can. Let me go look it up.
I do not know what kind of augers our ship has, but
That's what, the cauldron that it's in?
oh yeah, it's in the cauldron.
Let's see. Footfall. What was the name of the world again?
Foulstone.
Felstone.
Fucking lagging. We have your paper.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, iron, stone, nickel. Just generic industrial metals.
Mm-hmm.
Probably why there are so many. Probably could be used to be local mining world.
No, not even that. Like, it's a rocky planet.
Oh well.
Like
Yeah,
Earth
you said
is
that.
mostly iron and nickel and shit. Like, there's no atmosphere. The only thing you notice is there are signs on the surface of ancient weapons fire.